If you haven't heard, the makers of Halloween Kills done a live tweet called Halloween at Home, and it was basically all the filmmakers and the actors and actresses getting together, watching Halloween with everybody, including the public, watching from start to end, answering some questions through Twitter. Now, unfortunately, I didn't really get involved in it. All I done was watch it. And done a live stream last night with two of my friends, James and Braden. So after the film ended and after all the tweets were coming in, I decided to go through all the tweets and have a look at some things that looked quite interesting. And there was quite a few. I pulled out 9, well there's actually 10 tweets that I've looked at, but 9 in total because 2 of them are connected. There's hundreds of tweets out there that you could actually comment on, but there's 9 that I've chosen to talk about today.
Everybody's a suspect!
Coming to get you, Bobber.
Wolfman's got Nards!
Before I get into the tweets, there's a lot of images that Ryan Turek, David Gordon Green and some of the actors have shared, and some behind the scenes videos as well, that they shared all last night. I'm not going to show you all of those either because some of them are quite gruesome, to be honest. I don't think I can show them on my channel just in case I get demonetized, but I'll show you some of the images that they put up as well. Obviously you can go to Twitter and check it out yourself, but I want to discuss some of the things today with you guys on this channel. I'm going to start off with this one from Jamie Lee Curtis because it's actually nothing new. She commented, "I'm going to tell you all a secret. That baby cry is me. No one knows that." Now, I think everyone knew that because she did mention that before in an interview. Again, she's probably forgotten about it. But for those of you who didn't know, the baby crying during the one take scene with Michael going through the houses, when you hear that baby crying, that's actually Jamie Lee Curtis that done that. I know she's saying here that she said no one knows that, but I think everyone knew that because she already told us. The next one is quite a cool one. Somebody called John asked Nick Castle, "Do you have a cameo in Halloween Kills?" And as you can see, Nick Castle said, "Yep." So yeah, if we didn't already know, that confirms it, that Nick Castle will be in Halloween Kills. He will be playing Michael Myers, but only as a cameo again, just like he did in Halloween from 2018. Next up is another one from James Jude Courtney. He's somebody called Jim Barno has asked, "Would you be willing to elaborate on how many kills there are in the upcoming Halloween Kills?" And James Jude Courtney lightheartedly just said nope. And I'm guessing because of that tweet, James Jude Courtney knows himself, and I think everybody knows that it's going to be a higher body count in this one than there was in the 2018 movie. This is one that got everyone talking. Somebody asked, their name is Iron Wolf Network. They've asked, will we see the Myers house in Halloween Kills? And Blumhouse, and this is David Gordon Green talking for Blumhouse, he said yes. So that confirms that yes, we will see the Myers house, but he only said yes. He didn't say in what capacity, and that's something I want to quickly touch on. Are we going to see the Myers house from 1978, or are we going to see the Myers house in 2018, or are we going to see it in both timelines? If we're going to see it for one timeline, I think we'll maybe see it in the flashback scenes. I don't know why they would need to go to the Myers house in 2018. I don't know with what capacity we'll be seeing that Myers house if it is in 2018, because obviously the Myers don't live there anymore. What's left of the Myers house, I don't know. Is it going to be intact? Is it going to be a new family that's living there? I just don't know. So I think if we're going to see the Myers house, it's only going to be in the flashback scenes from 1978. Now, there's a lot of speculation on the alternate ending for the 2018 movie. We didn't see it. We didn't get it in the deleted scenes in the Blu-ray or the 4K release. We just don't know anything about it. All we know is some of the scenes that we saw in the trailer that were cut. But then Blumhouse and Ryan Turek commented. Ryan Turek says, "For those who want some more details on the alternate ending," and David Gordon Green said, "Most of it was Laurie and Michael conflict, but anticlimactic. There's a cool moment of the shape sitting quietly among Laurie's mannequins on her shooting range. Maybe we'll finish it someday." When they say finish it someday, I'm guessing they'll maybe edit it someday and make it a final cut of an alternate ending. So I'm hoping that we do see it one day. I did mention in another video that I'd done that I don't think it makes sense to show it just now because the alternate ending that they had wouldn't fit into Halloween Kills or Halloween Ends. So I think that after these two movies come out, I think they will show it then after that, just to show this is the angle we were going to go in. However, that's obviously not the angle that we went in. So I'm glad that they kind of confirmed that yes, they've done it. Some moments, like for example, we said the moment of the shape sitting quietly amongst Laurie's mannequins. Does that mean after he's killed her? that he's just sitting, resting, knowing that he's done what he wanted to do? Or is he sitting quietly waiting for Laurie? I don't know. So that's very interesting. I quite like that. This is something that really annoyed me, and it's part of 2 tweets here. David Gordon Green said, "Take note of the doctor and nurse neighbours. More to come. Halloween at home." And as soon as we all saw the nurse, we knew that that was the nurse that was in the teaser trailer, like the little teaser clips when she's shooting the gun towards Michael Myers. So that's why we should take note, because they're not finished. But somebody said Julian's parents. Now, a lot of people circulated this around the internet, that this woman, the nurse, and possibly the boyfriend or the husband, is Julian's parents. I don't know where they got that information. I don't know why they came up with that information. They don't live at the same house as Julian, not even on the same street. It makes no sense for Julian to be their kid. There was no hints of Julian being their kid. So when people were trying to tie them to Julian, it really annoyed me, because it seems like everyone's got that, not everyone, but some people have this notion where every character needs to be connected to another character, and that doesn't have to be the case. And I'm glad that it's not the case. And you're probably wondering, well, that doesn't confirm it. It does next, because to that reply, David Gordon Green said, not Julian's parents. So that puts that rumour to bed. It's not his parents. Now, the last 3 tweets are quite interesting and very important. The next one is somebody called Chris Fronterio has said, "I wish Hawkins survived though." And then David Gordon Green replied, "Oh, do you?" So is that him hinting at a return for Hawkins, or hinting that Hawkins survived? I highly doubt Hawkins survived. I mentioned this in the live chat last night, or the night before, sorry, by the time this video comes out. I mentioned that it's probably highly unlikely that Hawkins died, because he got stabbed in the neck and he got ran over. So I don't think he survived. But when he says, "Oh, do you?" I think that means it's not the end for Hawkins' character. I think just like the Myers house, we're going to see Hawkins again, but in a flashback scene. Hawkins was the arresting officer, so it would make sense for a younger Will Patton to be in the next Halloween movie if we're getting a flashback of Michael Myers. I think we're going to get a flashback of Hawkins as well. I don't know about the other characters like Donald Pleasance, Dr. Loomis, or anyone else, but I'm sure we haven't seen the last of Will Patton. Now, this is tongue-in-cheek, but it's quite important as well. Someone called Matt has asked, "So who is Karen Strode's father?" And David Gordon Green replied, "Some dude Laurie met at a bar. She doesn't even remember his name." Now that's interesting, because obviously he's being sarcastic. Does that mean that we are going to find out eventually? Some dude at a bar. I don't want to speculate on who the father is going to be. Are we ever going to see Karen's father? Maybe not. But with that reply, he's obviously taken his time out of his night to reply to that, hoping that people would see it. So I think he wanted people to know that he has been asked that question, and I think that answer is coming in either Halloween Kills or Halloween Ends. But I genuinely don't know who the father's going to be. It could be an unknown person, it could be someone that we know already, it could be Hawkins, it could be Ben Tramer. I'm hoping it's not Ben Tramer, because that ties back to the whole Julian's parents thing. Not everyone needs to be tied together, but it would be interesting to find out if it's someone that we know. The very last important tweet is probably the most important for all of us as fans, and that's from David Gordon Green at the end of the live stream that he done. And he said, "We're still working on the trailer for Halloween Kills now, and strategizing, our plan for the release based on the realities of the world. Fingers crossed. I feel really good and want to share so much more. Hopefully soon. Thank you guys so much. This made my day." Now, he did say that they're still working on a trailer. Are they delaying a trailer because they're waiting on an inevitable delay in the movie? Because he mentions the realities of the world. Possibly. There's no point in bringing out a trailer anytime soon if the movie's being delayed. And then their plan for the release based on the realities of the world, I can't speak. Are they still going to release in October? Because that's what seems to be the case with all the actors saying see you in October. Is it just going to be video on demand? So it doesn't answer any questions. All we know for definite at this moment in time, there is no trailer. I was expecting something. I was expecting either a clip or a poster, but I wasn't expecting nothing. But at least they're telling us at this moment in time there is nothing. Like I said as well, they showed some behind the scenes footage and behind the scenes images that I can't show here because even though they're fake, they still look gruesome. But here's this neck from Lumpy's dad at the bus that crashed, and that looks sick. But I can't show you the other images because they do look realistic. There's a mailbox with Laurie's mail. This is something that Ryan Turek posted up. Obviously she doesn't go out and check her mail very often. This is some behind the scenes shots of the kids with wearing the Season of the Witch outfits, which are really cool. This is a nice shot here of Jason Blum, David Gordon Green, John Carpenter and Malik Akkad. The only reason I showed you this image is because look at Malik Akkad right there. He is the spitting image of Mustafa Akkad in that shot. Apart from that, guys, that's all I have for you today. I wish I had more. I was expecting to see more, an image, a poster, something to talk about, but we have quite a lot of information. Even though we got nothing new, we got a lot of information from the stars and the actors and everything to do with the movie David Gordon Green. So I'm really thankful that they did give us this to talk about yesterday, and I'm glad that they discussed it a little bit more in depth, because we learned a lot. Even with some scenes that we already knew about, just the actors talking about the scenes and what they had to go through was really interesting. So it was great to just read all the tweets, but that was just some of the tweets that I saw that I thought were quite interesting and quite important. If any of you guys seen some of the tweets out there that I didn't see or didn't comment on today that seemed important, leave those comments down below, guys. Let me know what they said first of all, and let me know what you think of the tweets that they left. As always, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.